We've all had the experience of walking into a room and feeling an instantaneous atmospheric change simply because a certain person arrived. Or maybe you are that person whose presence transforms the atmosphere of a place. This phenomenon is not imagination, it is the power of the human aura in action. The aura is an energetic field invisible to ordinary eyes, but deeply perceptible to our senses. This personal field of energy not only surrounds our physical body, but expands beyond it, interacting with everyone and everything around us. It works like an energetic fingerprint, unique and particular to each individual, silently communicating who we are before any words are spoken. Through extensive observations and studies of human interactions, we have identified 12 distinct types of aura, each representing a specific quality of energy and influence. The fascinating thing about the aura is its ability to communicate silently. A person can literally change the emotional climate of a space just by their presence, without uttering a single word. This phenomenon occurs because our personal energy interacts with collective energy, creating an invisible dance of influences that everyone feels, even if not everyone can name it. Understanding the different types of aura gives us a new lens through which to interpret our social interactions and our impact on the world. This awareness not only illuminates the patterns of our relationships, but also enables us to develop and channel our energies in a more conscious and constructive way, maximizing our potential for positive influence in the environments we frequent. Have you ever noticed how some people bring an immediate feeling of calm when they enter a room? This happens because they have a calm aura, an energy that naturally calms the surrounding space. These people are like anchors of stability in the midst of everyday chaos, transmitting peace without having to say a single word. Its presence is similar to an energetic field that slows down the turmoil around it. People with a calm aura generally have a strong connection to the present moment. They are able to remain centered even in stressful situations, which makes others feel safe in their company. These people's breathing tends to be deeper and more rhythmic, which unconsciously influences those close to them. It's almost as if they emit energetic waves that invite everyone around them to breathe more slowly and return to balance. In the fast-paced world we live in, individuals with a calm aura are increasingly valuable. They function as a natural counterpoint to collective anxiety, offering an energetic space where others can rest and regain strength. In tense meetings, family discussions, or crisis situations, you can identify them as those who do not let themselves be carried away by external agitation and maintain a calm and attentive posture. To develop a peaceful aura, constant internal work is necessary. The regular connection with nature enhances this energy, as trees, rivers, and mountains naturally carry this vibration of tranquility that people with a calm aura emanate in their everyday lives. If you identify with these characteristics, know that your presence is a gift to the people around you. However, it is important to establish healthy boundaries, as many will seek your company to balance themselves energetically. Take some time alone to recharge your own quiet energy and keep this gift in full working order. Your tranquil aura is powerful in silently transforming the environment around you. People with aura sensorial. They have an extraordinary ability to capture the energies around them. They function as true emotional antennas, instantly perceiving the energetic climate of an environment as soon as they enter it. This sensitivity goes far beyond simple observation. It's an innate ability to feel the emotional vibrations of people and places, even when nothing is said verbally. When someone with a sensory aura enters a space, it is as if they are reading an invisible map of emotions, can identify unexpressed tensions, silent joys, and even conflicts that are about to emerge. This ability makes them excellent confidants, natural therapists, and conflict mediators. However, this same sensitivity can become an overload when exposed to negatively charged environments, such as hospitals, toxic workplaces, or stressed crowds. The most challenging characteristic for people with a sensory aura is their difficulty distinguishing between their own emotions and those they are absorbing from the environment. They often return home after a day in public feeling exhausted, anxious, or sad for no apparent reason, simply because they have absorbed the dense energies they have come into contact with. Therefore, they need to develop regular energetic cleansing, such as salt baths, protective meditations, or energy release rituals. For those who have this aura, learning energy protection techniques is not a luxury, but a necessity. Visualize a shield of light around the body, use protective crystals like black tourmaline, or simply practice the conscious affirmation that "this energy does not belong to me" are valuable techniques. Over time, these people learn to transform their vulnerability sensitivity into a superpower, using it consciously in relationships and environments wisely. If you recognize yourself as someone with a sensory aura, understand that your ability to feel deeply is a valuable gift in an increasingly disconnected world. At the same time, set clear limits and set aside moments each day to reconnect with yourself, distinguishing between what is yours and what belongs to others. Remember that your sensitivity is a form of heightened emotional intelligence that, when well managed, allows you to create authentic connections and bring healing to the spaces you inhabit. People with cosmic aura. They have a deep and innate connection with the natural rhythms of the universe. They not only observe nature, but feel it as an extension of themselves. When the moon changes phases, when the seasons transform, or when the sea is rough, these people experience these changes in their own body and energy field. It's as if they have an internal radar tuned to the planet's rarest frequencies, allowing them to move through life with a deeper understanding of natural cycles. What makes the cosmic aura particularly fascinating is its ability to influence the surrounding natural environment. It is not uncommon for people with this aura to have plants that bloom extraordinarily in their care, animals that come naturally close, or even an ability to predict climate changes before they happen. This sensitivity goes beyond simple observation. It is a two-way energetic communication, where we not only receive information from nature, but also return energy and intention, creating a reciprocal bond with the natural world. The intensity of this connection requires people with a cosmic aura to maintain regular grounding practices. Without this, they may feel literally disconnected from reality, experiencing dizziness, mental confusion, or extreme fatigue. Walking barefoot on the earth, hugging trees, meditating by running water, or simply spending regular time in natural environments. They are not mere hobbies for these people, they are vital needs to maintain their energy balance and physical and mental health. In the modern world, individuals with a cosmic aura often face unique challenges. Urban environments, excess technology, and routines disconnected from natural cycles can cause them a deep existential malaise. Many find they need to create their own reconnection rituals, such as keeping crystals and plants in the home, consciously tracking the phases of the moon, or developing personal ceremonies during solstices and equinoxes. These practices function as bridges between the modern world and its nature deeply connected to the cosmos. If you identify with these traits, understand that your connection with nature is a precious gift in a world increasingly disconnected. From its roots, your ability to sense and interpret the signs of the universe is not only for your personal benefit, but can serve as a reminder to everyone around you about the importance of honoring and respecting natural cycles. By consciously cultivating your cosmic aura, you not only strengthen your own energetic field, but also contribute to the collective healing of the separation between humanity and nature. People with resilient aura. They carry an energetic field of stability and strength that stands out especially in times of crisis. They are like rocks in the midst of a storm, solid, reliable, and unshakable even when everything around them seems to be crumbling. This quality does not mean that they do not feel the impact of difficulties, but rather that they can keep their energy center aligned even under extreme pressure. Their presence conveys a silent message of reassurance. Everything is going to be okay. The resilient aura is often formed through overcoming experiences. These people have often experienced significant challenges in their lives, emerging not just survivors but empowered. Each obstacle overcome adds a new layer of resistance to your energy field, making it denser and more impervious to chaotic vibrations. Over time, they develop an emotional wisdom that allows them to distinguish between real crises and false alarms, responding to each situation with the exact measure of energy needed. For those who live with people with a resilient aura, the feeling is one of deep relief and comfort. In family or professional environments, these individuals naturally assume the role of a safe haven for others. When everyone is panicking, they are the ones who stay calm and come up with practical solutions. When discouragement sets in within a group, they are the ones who bring perspective and hope. This ability to emotionally anchor others means they are often sought out in difficult times. What many don't realize is that maintaining a resilient aura requires constant internal work. Behind the apparent imperturbability, these people develop regular practices to process and release accumulated tensions. They can be intense physical activities, moments of private emotional expression, or self-compassion rituals and renewal. Without these moments of discharge and recharge, the strength of your aura could eventually turn into rigidity, leading to physical problems related to the contained stress. If you recognize the traits of a resilient aura in yourself, value this quality as a precious gift, but also remember to honor your humanity and vulnerability. Allow yourself regular moments of release and genuine emotional expression, ideally with people or in environments where you feel safe to let your defenses down. Paradoxically, it is precisely by accepting and integrating your weaknesses that your resilient aura becomes even stronger and more authentic, benefiting everyone who is lucky enough to cross your path. People with discreet aura. They have a delicate, energetic quality that often goes unnoticed at first glance. Unlike more expansive or intense auras, they carry a contained and refined energy field, which does not seek projection or prominence. However, this discretion does not mean an absence of impact. On the contrary, its influence is deep and lasting, operating in the subtlest layers of human interactions. When you are in the presence of someone with a discreet aura, you may not immediately notice what has changed, but you gradually feel a growing sense of comfort and security. The healing power of the discreet aura manifests itself primarily through the quality of presence these people offer. They have mastered the art of true listening, creating an energetic space where others feel fully welcomed and understood, without the need for elaborate words or dramatic gestures. People with this aura convey unconditional acceptance through their focused and genuine attention. In a world where everyone competes for attention and visibility, the ability to simply be present, without judging or trying to change others, becomes a healing balm for souls tired of performing. Social environments clearly reveal the acting style of those with a discreet aura. While others may dominate conversations or compete for the center of attention, these people prefer to observe and absorb, intervening only when they have something truly meaningful to add. This quality makes them excellent confidants, as they naturally create a field of trust around them. They are often sought out by friends and family in times of crisis, not because they have all the answers, but because they offer a safe, energetic space where others can find their own solutions. The big challenge for those with a discreet aura is to value their own way of influencing the world. In a society that favors extroversion and assertiveness, they may feel invisible or underestimated. However, its influence, although less evident, is profoundly transformative. They are often the people who, years later, someone remembers as having made a significant difference in their lives, even if through small gestures or seemingly simple words. Its presence acts as a silent catalyst, allowing internal processes of healing and transformation to happen naturally. If you identify with this type of aura, recognize that its discreet nature is a powerful gift, not a limitation. Cultivate the awareness that you transform environments, not through the intensity of your energy, but through the quality of your presence. At the same time, be careful not to become invisible to yourself. Establish regular moments of self-recognition and appreciation of your unique gifts. Remember that the world needs enlightened people who gently guide in the dark, and that your ability to offer a safe and welcoming energy field is an invaluable treasure in the collective journey of healing and evolution. People with charismatic aura. They have a magnetic quality that naturally attracts the attention of others. Its energy not only fills the environment, but completely transforms it, creating a vibrational field that influences everyone around it. When someone with a charismatic aura enters a space, It's common for people to feel their presence even before seeing them. It's as if the air becomes more electric, more alive. This ability to alter the atmosphere of a room is not accidental, but the result of a conscious or unconscious ability to shape and direct your own energy with purpose. What distinguishes the charismatic aura from other types of aura is precisely its adaptive and strategic quality. These people instinctively understand how to modulate their presence to cause the desired effect in different contexts. In a business meeting, confidence and authority can emanate. At a celebration, they radiate contagious joy. In moments of crisis, they convey calm and security. This energetic flexibility does not necessarily mean that they are manipulative, but rather that they have a keen social intelligence and refined control over their own energetic field. Biologically, there is evidence that people with a charismatic aura have more efficient neurological synchronization with others. Recent studies in social neuroscience suggest that charisma is linked to the brain's ability to enter into neural resonance with those around it, creating a state of attunement that facilitates communication and influence. In practice, this manifests itself in the way they maintain meaningful eye contact, mirror others' body language, and establish a sense of immediate connection, making each person feel special in their presence. The biggest challenge for those with a charismatic aura is maintaining the balance between performance and authenticity. Because they find it so easy to create external effects, they can occasionally lose connection with their inner truth, prioritizing the projected image to the detriment of genuine self-knowledge. This dynamic can lead to a feeling of emptiness or imposter when alone without an audience to energize their aura. The healthy development of this quality therefore requires regular periods of introspection and self-care, where you can reconnect with your deepest values and purposes. If you identify with the charismatic aura traits, remember that your power of influence carries significant responsibility. Regularly ask yourself how you are using your personal magnetism to uplift and inspire others, or just to satisfy personal needs for recognition. Practice energetic transparency, allowing your inner light to shine authentically, without manipulation or excessive control. When there is alignment between your external expression and your internal truth, your charismatic aura becomes not only a form of social influence, but a true catalyst for positive transformation in every environment you frequent. The people with healing aura. They have an extraordinary ability to influence the energy fields around them in a restorative way. This gift manifests as a natural ability to identify energetic imbalances and channel them into a more harmonious state. When someone with this aura touches a person in pain, there is often an immediate feeling of relief. It is not just the physical contact that soothes, but the transfer of a balancing energy that happens on a subtle level. This ability is not limited to direct touch. Many healers are able to work by laying hands close to the body, or even at a distance, creating an intentional field that promotes healing. The energetic sensitivity of people with a healing aura usually develops early in life. Even as children, many report feeling pain or discomfort that actually belongs to other people, or noticing colors and vibrations around their bodies that others do not notice. Over time, they learn to better distinguish what they are capturing and how to consciously direct their energy field to help restore balance to others. This ability is closely linked to an intuitive understanding of the body's energy centers, even when there has been no formal study of these concepts. What makes the healing aura especially valuable is its versatility. People with this gift often act in various dimensions of human existence. They can alleviate physical pain with a simple touch, calm agitated minds with their presence, or even help release emotional blockages through empathetic listening combined with their healing intention. Not infrequently, these people are naturally drawn to caring professions, becoming doctors, nurses, therapists, massage therapists, or alternative medicine practitioners, where their ability to manipulate energy finds practical channels of expression. The biggest challenge for those with a healing aura is learning to establish healthy energetic boundaries. Because they find it so easy to perceive and absorb the energies of others, they run the risk of burnout and energetic overload when they do not practice the necessary self-care. Many natural healers later discover that they have been neglecting their own health and balance while caring for others. Developing regular energetic cleansing and protection practices is not only recommended, but essential to the sustainability of your healing gift over time. If you recognize the traits of the healing aura in yourself, remember that the first person who needs to receive your healing energy is yourself. Before extending your hands to help others, cultivate the habit of checking your own energetic state and carrying out the necessary practices to keep yourself in balance. Light visualizations, meditations focusing on breathing, contact with nature, and the conscious use of crystals, essential oils, or sounds can be valuable in revitalizing your energy field. When you properly care for yourself, your ability to assist in healing others is not only preserved but amplified, becoming an increasingly clean and potent channel for universal healing energy. People with aura mental. They have an energetic field strongly influenced by their cognitive processes and ability to focus. Unlike other types of aura that operate primarily on an emotional or physical level, the mental aura manifests itself through the concentrated power of thought. When someone with this characteristic directs their attention to something or someone, it is as if an invisible beam of energy is projected, causing tangible effects in the environment. This ability is not supernatural, but a refined expression of the known influence that our thoughts exert on the energetic field that surrounds. Thus, the power of the mental aura can be observed in everyday situations. For example, when a person with this type of aura enters a room thinking intensely about solving a problem, others present may feel a sudden mental clarity or drive to find solutions. Likewise, if you are worried or anxious, your presence may inadvertently increase the tension in the room, even without verbally expressing your thoughts. This non-verbal transmission of mental states happens because your energy field is exceptionally responsive to your own brain waves, amplifying them and projecting them beyond the physical limits of the body. People with a developed mental aura often demonstrate remarkable abilities related to concentration and influence. Many are naturally good at practices such as creative visualization, conscious manifestation, and other techniques that utilize the power of the mind to create realities. In the professional environment, they stand out for their ability to maintain focus, even in chaotic situations, and for transmitting clarity to colleagues during complex projects. However, this same mental intensity can become a challenge when not managed properly, leading to states of mental hyperactivity, difficulty relaxing, or a tendency to overthink. Mental discipline becomes not just a virtue, but a vital necessity for anyone who has a mental aura. Regular meditation, mindfulness, and conscious breathing techniques serve as essential ways to maintain the hygiene of the mental field. Just as a house needs to be cleaned regularly to remain healthy, the minds of people with this aura need daily moments of silence and emptying to function at their maximum potential. Without these moments of cleansing and recalibration, residual thoughts can accumulate that eventually contaminate their aura, negatively affecting both themselves and others. If you identify with the characteristics of the mental aura, recognize that your thoughts literally create waves of influence around you. Cultivate awareness of what types of thoughts you are feeding and projecting into the world. Establish a daily practice to clear and reorganize your mental space, whether through quiet walks in nature or simply moments of disconnection from external stimuli. By developing greater mastery over your mental processes, you not only strengthen your own aura, but you become a more conscious and positive transmitter, using the power of your mind to elevate the energetic quality of the environments and relationships in your life. The people with synergistic aura. They have a unique energetic quality that amplifies exponentially when in connection with others. Unlike more independent auras, their energy field seems incomplete when they are alone, but blossoms in extraordinary ways when they meet someone with whom they resonate. It is as if your energy is naturally designed to intertwine with that of others, creating a third energetic field greater than the sum of its parts. This capacity for energetic fusion goes beyond simple social compatibility. It is a true alchemy of vibrational fields. The phenomenon of synergistic aura can be observed in different forms of partnership. In romantic relationships, it manifests as those couples who seem more vibrant and radiant when they are together. In friendships, it is pairs or groups that develop their own language and remarkable creativity when brought together. In the professional environment, people with this aura often find ideal partners with whom they carry out extraordinary projects, surprising everyone with the quality and speed of their joint creations. This ability is not a coincidence or mere psychological compatibility, but a true synchronization of energetic fields that enhances resources and abilities. Science is beginning to understand this phenomenon through studies on cardiac coherence and brainwave synchronization. Recent research shows that when two people establish a strong emotional connection, their heart rhythms and brain patterns can synchronize, generating states of greater energetic coherence. People with a synergistic aura seem naturally endowed with this synchronizing capacity, functioning as energetic bridges that facilitate deep connections. Their presence in groups tends to catalyze the emergence of a unified field where communication flows beyond words and collective creativity rises. The fundamental challenge for those with a synergistic aura is the balance between connection and autonomy. Because they experience so much power in energetic exchanges, they can develop dependence on certain partnerships or relationships, feeling incomplete or energetically devitalized when alone. Learning to nurture and maintain your own energy field during periods of introspection becomes an essential skill for your health and development. Self-connection practices, such as reflective writing or solitary creative activities, they help to strengthen your energetic identity independent of exchanges with others. If you identify with the characteristics of the synergistic aura, celebrate your natural ability to create transformative connections, but also cultivate your individual strength. Recognize that although your energy flourishes in exchanges, you have a unique and valuable energetic core that deserves to be nurtured and explored. Practice discernment in choosing who you share your energy with, seeking partnerships that are mutually enriching rather than unbalanced or draining. With awareness and balance, you can use your synergistic gift not as a crutch, but as a bridge to extraordinary experiences of co-creation and mutual growth. People with stabilizing aura, they have an energetic field that naturally organizes and harmonizes the environments in which they are present. As true energetic anchors, they bring a quality of order and balance that manifests itself both in physical spaces and in interpersonal dynamics. When someone with this aura enters a chaotic or conflictual environment, it is possible to observe how gradually scattered energies begin to reorganize, tensions decrease, and a sense of structure emerges. This influence does not occur through imposition or control, but through an intrinsic quality of your energy field that resonates at a frequency of harmony and stability. The impact of the stabilizing aura is particularly visible in situations of crisis or transition. In a family going through difficulties, the person with this aura often becomes the pillar that keeps everyone together and functional. In a work environment under pressure, he is the one who can maintain clarity and focus on priorities, helping the team to get through turbulent periods. During interpersonal conflicts, your presence acts as a neutralizing field that allows the parties to find common ground. This ability to bring order to chaos does not come from learned techniques, but from a natural way of processing and redistributing the energies around you. Biologically, people with a stabilizing aura appear to have naturally more balanced nervous systems. Recent studies on heart rate variability suggest that individuals with high heart coherence can positively influence the heart patterns of those around them. Similarly, these people's neurological stability creates a field of reference that helps other nervous systems find their own balance. That's why, even without saying a word, your presence brings a palpable feeling of safety and calm, as if the very air around you becomes more breathable and welcoming. The biggest challenge for those with a stabilizing aura is remembering to apply this quality to themselves. Because they are so naturally focused on harmonizing the outside, they can neglect their own internal balance. Many become stabilizing addicts, repeatedly taking on the role of organizer, peacemaker, and problem solver to the point of exhaustion. Over time, this dynamic can lead to a depletion of your energy field, manifesting as chronic fatigue, health problems linked to stress, or a feeling of inner emptiness. Learning to consciously direct your stabilizing energy into your own being becomes essential to your sustainability. If you identify with the traits of the stabilizing aura, recognize that your gift of bringing balance is valuable and necessary in today's world, but it should not come at the expense of your own harmony. Establish regular self-care rituals that honor your need for order and structure, whether through organized routines, structured contemplative practices, or dedicated time to organize your physical and mental spaces. Also allow yourself to experience controlled imbalance occasionally, knowing that not everything needs to be perfectly organized all the time. By cultivating a healthy balance between stabilizing others and nurturing your own center, you enhance your ability to be an increasingly strong and sustainable channel of harmony. People with radiant aura. They are like light in the crowd. They have a luminous quality that goes beyond physical appearance. It is an energy that naturally emanates from within and affects everyone around them. This special aura is not something you can turn on or off like a switch. It is a constant and authentic expression of who they really are. The transformative power of these people comes precisely from the absence of effort. They inspire and heal simply by existing in their truth, without attempts to manipulate or impress. Authenticity is the pulsating core of the radiant aura. These people live in complete harmony with their values, beliefs, and deepest feelings. There is no room for social masks or calculated behaviors in their lives. When they speak, their words resonate with truth because they are perfectly aligned with their thoughts. When they act, their gestures accurately reflect their intentions. This internal coherence creates a field of trust around you. Others instinctively feel they can lower their own defenses in the presence of someone so genuine. Light projectors are often unaware of the impact they have on others. To them, they are simply living the way they consider natural, following their internal compass with integrity. They are often surprised when someone comments on how they have been inspired or comforted by their presence or example. This lack of self-awareness about your own radiance is a key part of what makes your light so powerful. It is not calculated to achieve specific results. It just flows naturally from the inside out, without expectations or hidden agendas. The radiant aura has a healing effect on people and environments. In tense or conflicting spaces, light projectors function as catalysts for harmony, not by actively mediating conflicts, but by creating an energetic field where it is easier for everyone to access their best qualities. In the presence of these people, others feel calmer, more centered, and interestingly, more themselves. It's as if authenticity were contagious, inviting everyone to abandon pretensions and connect with their own essence. To cultivate your own radiant aura, the path is paradoxical. It is not about acquiring something new, but about removing the layers that obscure your natural light. Start by questioning where in your life you are living to meet external expectations instead of honoring your inner truth. Notice when your thoughts, words, and actions are out of alignment and seek to reconcile them. Practice the courage to be vulnerable and authentic, even when that means going against social currents. Remember that your unique light is exactly what the world needs, not a watered-down or adapted version of what you think it should be. By honoring your essential nature, you naturally become a projector of light for everyone around you. People with disruptive aura. They are true catalysts for change in any environment they frequent. They carry a vibrant, unmistakable energy that shakes up established structures and challenges the status quo. Unlike the softness of light projectors, pattern breakers exert their impact through a presence that is impossible to ignore. They enter a space, and immediately the dynamics change. This disruptive quality is not necessarily loud or aggressive, although it can be. It is often simply a force that reveals the inconsistencies and limitations of existing systems, making everyone question truths that once seemed immutable. Intensity is the hallmark of the disruptive aura. These people operate at a high frequency that naturally destabilizes rigid and outdated structures. When they speak, their words carry an energetic charge that awakens others from the comfort of complacency. When they act, their movements have a purpose and determination that inspire both admiration and resistance. This power to shake consciences comes from a deep connection to truths that many prefer to ignore. Pattern breakers see beyond social conventions and have the courage to name what they see, even when it creates discomfort. The biggest challenge for people with disruptive aura is balance. Your natural power to challenge and transform can be both constructive and destructive, depending on how it is channeled. When operating without conscious direction, this energy can manifest as causeless rebellion, creating purposeless chaos and leaving emotional havoc in its wake. The most effective pattern breakers learn to develop discernment about when and how to apply their disruptive force, recognizing which systems need to be challenged and which hold values worth preserving. Historically, we can identify people with disruptive aura in social movements, technological innovations, and artistic revolutions. They are those individuals who refuse to accept the limitations of their time and, with their indomitable energy, opened new paths for humanity. Figures like Rosa Parks, Steve Jobs, or Frida Kahlo exemplify different expressions of this transformative quality, each in their context, challenged conventions and expanded what was considered possible, inspiring generations to question and overcome seemingly insurmountable barriers. To constructively channel a disruptive aura, it is essential to develop self-awareness and clear purpose. Recognize the impact your presence and energy has on others and take responsibility for that power. Cultivate a vision that goes beyond simply destroying the old. Ask yourself what you are helping to build in its place. Learn to modulate your intensity according to the context, without compromising your authenticity. And perhaps most important, develop compassion for those who resist change, understanding that discomfort is part of the growth process. When well directed, its disruptive energy can be exactly the catalyzing force the world needs to evolve beyond outdated limitations.